It's the holiday season. Everyone is geared up for a celebratory period. The snow covers most parts of the city. The streets are adorned with beautiful Christmas decorations. Companies and organizations are not left out as their hallways and offices are plastered with Christmas trees and fancy lights. Lottie is busy getting things in place when she bumps into Hillary, her boss. The client's wedding reception hall is almost ready. Hillary compliments her work. The bride and groom would be happy with Lottie's work. She's devoted her life to planning events and putting smiles on people's faces. The Warbies are having an auction to raise funds for children at a hospital, and they need a planner. Hillary thinks that Lottie can handle the job. It feels like too much pressure on Lottie when Hillary notifies her that she'd be heading the new branch in Boston. It's a bittersweet feeling for Lottie. She's happy to be handling the Warby family function, but not quite happy to be moving back to Boston. The Warbies are very particular about having a nutcracker for the event, and Lottie is excited too. The nutcracker will be auctioned, and the proceeds used to help kids at the hospital. Tristan, the only son of the Warbies, is not in a hurry to go home. He even gives up his seat to fulfill a mother's wish of spending the night with her son. It's the season of giving, and Tristan naturally embodies the season's modus vivendi. Jules, his sister, is worried that he might not be on time, but Tristan has no iota of worry in him. Finding his way to the waiting area, Tristan continues doing good. Rising from giving a child a gift, Lottie bumps into Tristan. They even almost swap their similar pieces of luggage. At the moment, Lottie reveals her reasons for going to Boston. Tristan already knows Lottie is going for his family's job opening, but conceals it. He then gives Lottie a piece of advice with regards to the nutcracker. Advice Lottie should take seriously. Tristan is home. Jules and their mom Erica are happy to see him. Erica quickly reveals her disdain for Tristan's beards. With a smirk on her face, she declares that he shaves them off before the big event. Lottie goes for her interview. Meeting Tristan, with a clean shave, sends a mild shock. She's concerned that Tristan allowed her to pour out her heart when they met at the airport. Lottie meets Erica, and in no time, the interview is done. She feels very confident about the job over the phone with Hillary. On her way out, she meets Tristan, who hides her new status from her initially. Lottie isn't expecting feedback so soon, but that's what happens when an interviewer likes a pitch. Lottie can't hide her excitement knowing her dream is about to come true. Tristan ushers Lottie into her new office and she loves it. Her day would get better if she set her eyes on the nutcracker, and Tristan obliges. He is bewildered to find out that his luggage has been exchanged at the airport. Certainly not with Lottie. Operation Find the Nutcracker is initiated. The first objective of the operation is that Erica mustn't find out about the missing nutcracker. Lottie objects. She wouldn't want to start her dream job in such a circumstance. Erica's presence makes Tristan frantic. She only wants to give Lottie credit for a fantastic pitch. Before leaving, she requests to see the nutcracker. Tristan immediately starts sweating profusely. He breaks the first rule of Operation Nutcracker, but not without dragging Lottie along. He goes on to infer that the nutcracker is lying safely in Lottie's house. A confused Lottie plays along, wearing a feeble smile. Erica smells foul play but pays no heed. Erica urges them to make the nutcracker available for her to see sooner. Their best bet to find whose luggage Tristan has is to go through the suitcase's contents. It's Dave's, and every part of his schedule for the week is right there. Operation Nutcracker just became easy. Dave is home. His plans of being a super dad are cut short when he can't find the Brenna ballerina doll he bought for Joey, his daughter. Finding a nutcracker instead gives him concern. Tristan and Lottie map out how to locate Dave. Tristan is wowed when Lottie deduces that Dave, who travels a lot, possibly has less time for his daughter. Dave's plans to take Joey out are scuffled. Pam, Dave's wife, is yet again sickened by Dave's habit. He makes her and Joey play second fiddle to his job. Dave can't tell them it's not working this time as it might be counterproductive. Pam doesn't say a word. She takes a disappointed Joey out. Rhonda, the airline's customer care representative, doesn't help both parties in any way. She tells both of them to go on the airline's website and fill out a form to report the missing luggage. She also dashes their hopes, informing them that their bags are likely to be found after Christmas. To push Operation Nutcracker further, Tristan and Lottie's first stop is the Christmas market. Moving separately, Tristan only runs into a Dave lookalike. Disappointed, he makes his way to a stand, Pam's stand. His hopes of showing Pam Dave and Joey's picture are short-lived when a customer is irritated that he's taking up time. Easygoing Tristan quickly withdraws in good faith, failing to inquire about Dave. Lottie doesn't think the nutcracker possesses the power to lead people to their fate. But Tristan is a firm believer of that. He mentions a scenario to explain why he believes it. He's even sure that the nutcracker is the reason they met at the airport. Tristan and Lottie find their way out of the market, walking past Dave and Joey without noticing. Back at home, Tristan meets Vanessa, a family friend. She's excited for the season. She's more excited that her family will throw in a bid for the Nutcracker. The pressure to find the Nutcracker skyrockets because Vanessa would also love to set eyes on it before the auction. Lottie designs the makeshift Nutcracker to look like the original, and Tristan is very impressed. Dave takes Joey to go visit Santa. She's not very much into meeting Santa, citing that her Christmas wishes barely come to pass. With her not feeling too good, they opt to head home. A few seconds after their exit, Tristan and Lottie show up. Tristan wants to give Pam a chance at being the official florist for the event. Lottie, on the hand, prefers to work with seasoned professionals. Tristan finds ways to persuade Lottie, and she gives in, placing a caveat. Lottie opens up about her childhood. Growing up with her dad wasn't very fun as they had to work all the time, even at Christmas. She's never experienced the joy and excitement that kids typically have during the holiday season. Bumping into Vanessa and Jules, Lottie concludes that Vanessa is Tristan's perfect type of woman. She can see that Vanessa likes Tristan, but Tristan doesn't feel the same way. He's rather hoping that his true love is found soon enough. The pair get home and meet Jules checking out the makeshift Nutcracker. A tug of war ensues between the siblings, and the Nutcracker's head is ripped off. Jules is scared that their mom will be totally mad at her. She only calms down when Tristan reveals it's only a makeshift. Jules warns that the Nutcracker should be found 2 days before Christmas, or else she'd have to get their mom in the loop. She almost blames Lottie too, but Tristan exonerates her. Tristan hopes Lottie will spend the evening with Jerry and her dad, but it doesn't happen. Jerry is working again. He excuses that the dinner is open round the clock, hence his schedule. Lottie is sad as Jerry walks away. Lottie is at work with Tristan when Erica walks in. She's just a bit pleased with Lottie's work. After guiding her to stay on the theme, Lottie promises Erica to deliver on her plans. Erica's request to see the Nutcracker is declined by Tristan. He cooks up another excuse from the blues. It has been sent to the auctioneers for viewing. Erica's pep talk gets Lottie worried. Tristan then expounds on the origin of the charity event. The reason it's special to them is because Jules almost passed on from cancer. The event is a way of giving back to the hospital for their incredible work back in the day. Lottie's nervousness almost overwhelms her. Tristan shares the 7-second hug solution with her. She's open to it, and the pair hug, almost ushering in a moment of kissing. That moment ends the minute Lottie's phone rings. Tristan and Lottie arrive at the next location 2 hours late. The only consolation is that they'll be close to getting Dave's last name. Operation Nutcracker would only get easier with this. Dave seeks ways to please Pam and Joey. Not knowing how to get the doll back, he opts to present the Nutcracker to Joey. Joey loves it. Pam wonders how Dave got something of such magnitude. During a walk in the park, Lottie ignores her phone calls. It's Jerry. She admits to purposely avoiding her dad. She fears that they'll never be able to connect. Many years have passed without a connection, and in her books, now's not the time. Pam goes about her new job as the florist for the event, until Dave calls. Joey's fever is intense. With this, Pam begs to take her leave. With one more location to find Dave, Lottie seems to be losing hope of finding the Nutcracker. Returning to Boston has been fun for her, and she'd like her memories to be plain positive. Tristan, who's always optimistic, assures her that all will be well. He also assures her that in case they hit a brick wall searching for it, he'll take all the blame, as it should be. Tristan and Lottie are at the ballet where Dave is expected to be with his daughter. Before the event, Tristan encourages Lottie to make an effort with her dad. Tristan mildly flirts with Lottie, and she smiles profusely in return. Lottie misses the ballet event so much. She doesn't say it, but being glued to the performance gives it away. She experienced the ballet event once before, and reliving it now feels surreal. Getting carried away, she locks hands with Tristan, who enjoys every bit of the touch, smiling and staring at her. The two are so engrossed in the moment that Lottie doesn't hear her phone ring. A call from the airport, one she would have gladly answered. The event ends, and Lottie sees the airline's call. She's excited and ends up planting a kiss on Tristan's cheeks. She's beginning to see things from Tristan's point. The Nutcracker is an enabler of fate. Calling back the airline the next morning doesn't yield a positive result. The returned suitcase isn't from Dave and has no Nutcracker in it. Dave has no good news on his side either. Joey's health is Dave and Pam's main concern. Dave opens up to Pam about his lost luggage. He's surprised that Pam hasn't seen it as a big deal. He's made aware that Joey would rather spend time with him than be showered with gifts. It's the evening before the auction. Lottie shares a moment of connection with Erica, who mentions that Lottie has similar traits to her. Tristan enters the dining room as Erica leaves. The onus falls on Tristan to acquaint his mom with the Nutcracker situation. Before Lottie leaves, Erica finds out about the missing Nutcracker. She's pissed at her son and Lottie. On the spot, she fires Lottie. Lottie takes it in good faith even though Tristan tries to protest. He'll face Erica's wrath soon. Tristan tries to pacify Lottie, but she cares less about anything he's uttering. She wonders how she allowed Tristan to rope her into the mess. Even Tristan's declaration of affection for her doesn't help the situation. Joey's getting better, and Dave feels compelled to do right by his family now. He decides to put a stop to his frequent travels. Lottie spends the morning with her dad. They both reflect on how distant they've grown from each other and resolve to fix it. Jerry is happy that Lottie has a shot at returning to Boston. He urges her not to give up on her dream job. Fired up, Lottie is ready to walk through the storm Tristan has created for her. Lottie is now determined to pull out all her cards. She combs the streets with Dave's pictures, searching for him. She has no headway until she stumbles upon a lead in her bag. Tristan also feels led to do something innovative. They both find each other at the children's hospital. The reunion is complete when they meet Dave and his family there. It's a coincidence that could probably save Tristan from running away again, under the guise of being a traveler. This would also mean Lottie gets a shot at his big job and what comes with its success. Erica is happy to set eyes on the Nutcracker. The event can kick off now. Her apologies soothes Lottie, who's just glad to be back. The event begins. The donations flow in, way more than expected. Tristan announces this on stage to everyone's applause. He takes the time to appreciate the matriarch of the foundation, Erica. He also gives a memorable mention to the delectable Lottie, who put the event together. Joey is full of joy when she's called on stage to perform. Tristan had invited Jerry to the event. Lottie is surprised to see him. Leaving the diner and coming out to support Lottie means a lot to her. Lottie introduces Jerry to Erica, and the two immediately take a likeness to each other, with Erica showing Jerry around. Hillary confirms that Lottie has got the job to lead the Boston branch. Somehow, the Nutcracker finds its way back to Joey, a benevolent gesture from an anonymous donor. Tristan and Lottie have their first dance, one that leads to their first kiss.